All right, Anna. Are you ready to take a look at Punnett squares? The lesson yesterday, we learned about Punnett squares. Let's do a little bit of review. So we have two parents up there making their offspring. What are the parents in this cross? Are they homozygous or heterozygous? Do you remember the difference between the two?
Isn't homo like the same?
Yeah.
And hetero is different.
Good, good. So do you remember where the parents are located on the Punnett square?
The top and side?
Yeah, the top and the side. Good. So are those parents heterozygous or homozygous?
Heterozygous?
Yeah, heterozygous because they're different. There's one dominant letter and one lowercase letter signaling one dominant and one recessive allele, right? Okay, good. So looking at the offspring there, if G is dominant for green pods and little g is recessive for yellow pods, what percentage of the offspring will the green pods have there? What percentage would be green?
Well, the first one would be 100% green, wouldn't it?
Well, look and check again. Remember, it has to have a capital G to be green. So do all four squares have a capital G in it?
No.
No.
3, so 75%.
Yeah, good, 75%. Good. So then what percent would be yellow?
25.
25%. Good. Does that, help you remember a little bit from yesterday? All right, let's take a look at this one. If you were to complete this cross, and you can jot it down if you want,
Okay.
what would you get in the blue box?
So like 75% of it would be blue.
Good. So 75% of them would have a capital B and would be blue, but what goes in that blue box? Like, if see how the one is blue up there? Yeah, what letters?
Lowercase b and lowercase b.
Yeah, good. Little b, good. So, the offspring in the blue box, are they homozygous or heterozygous?
Homozygous.
Yeah, homozygous, why?
Because they're the same.
Yeah, they're both little b's. Good, nice job. Okay. Alright, so in guinea pigs, if black fur is dominant over brown fur, the Punnett square for the cross between a heterozygous black guinea pig and a pure brown guinea pig would look like which one of those? So remember, black is dominant. So remember, we want to find what would heterozygous black look like?
Different, so it would be a higher case b and lowercase b.
Yeah, so a big B and a little b, good. So we have two of them that have big B, little b's. All right, so we know it's not this one for sure, right? Okay, so what about pure brown? What would that look like?
Both higher case.
Remember,
Oh,
black is dominant.
So it would be both lowercase.
Yeah, both lowercase. So which one has heterozygous and both lowercase?
The third one.
Yeah, this one here, good. Excellent. Good. So what's another name for pure?
Homozygous.
Yeah, homozygous. Good. Excellent. Good. All right. I don't want to do this one. That was a nice little review of yesterday. Let's take a look at what we're going to do today. So, in order to strengthen our skills with homozygous and heterozygous and dominant and recessive traits, we're going to make a baby today. So what we have here are all the traits you're going to look at, including, sex, hair color, eye color, etc. And then we have, instead of using a partner today, there's a little paragraph, and so we'll look at that in a minute. But let me get a penny. Okay. All right. So before we do any flipping of the penny, I want you to take a look at your genotype. So you figure out what you are for each of them. Okay, so for example, you're a female, so for your genotype, you're gonna put what?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good. And then what's your phenotype? What does that look like? Does that look like female or male?
Female.
Yeah. So in phenotype, you'll put female. Good. Excellent. All right. So you go ahead and get started with that.
Okay.
Okay. And call me over. Oh, and if you're not sure which one you are, like for example, if you have, yeah, like if you're not sure, like if you have this one, like if you're a tongue roller, if you can roll your tongue and you're not sure which one of these you are, flip the coin and we'll just pick one. Okay, so like heads will be big R, and tails will be big R, little r. Okay, because we can't really figure that out unless we like knew exactly what your mom and dad are and did a Punnett square and all that stuff. Okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead and I'll just be over here. If you're not sure what one of the traits are, let me know. I know we kind of briefly talked about them before.
Good at that.
It's okay. Sometimes what I do is I just take it and shake it up and throw it. That works too.
What's a widow's peak?
So a widow's peak is when people have like a little bit of hair that comes down in a little peak in the front of their head. So I don't know
I
if
don't
you're
have
doing. No, you don't have one. So you would be no widow's peak.
Why is it called a widow's peak?
I don't really know. I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure. It's a good question. I never really thought about that before. Nobody's ever asked me that in all my years.
I'm doing that right.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what we remember. Phenotype is what's the physical characteristic that's coming from that genotype. Good.
I'm tall.
What would be crazy is if I see you guys later and you were just like so tall. You know, like if all of a sudden you're
My
6'2".
family, like, they grew like their 16th year, so.
Really?
Yeah, so hopefully I can grow this year.
That would be interesting.
Size of feet. I got medium feet.
Good. You do it so.
I get made fun of it for it.
Aw, people always make fun of my nose too. I have a hard time finding glasses sometimes that will like stay on my little nose.
Because my nose goes like this, so I'm just like.
That's okay.
I have freckles. I get some long arms, I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
All right. So, if you notice, there are directions for if you're working with a partner, but if you're working alone, read that to yourself real quick. So, what I'd like you to do is read the paragraph out loud for me, and then we can go back and underline the important things, or just put them in the table.
Alright.
Okay, go.
Your dream man has gorgeous blonde wavy hair with quite the widow's peak. He has blue eyes with long lashes and amazing dimples that look so cute with his freckles. And although he cannot roll his tongue, he has the most amazing full lips. His ears are big and he has long arms and he's not very tall. But this draws the attention away from all of his nostril hair. Within his medium-sized nose, the space between his eyes is normal on his round face, but his feet are rather small. His blood type is AB, and he does not have hemophilia.
Yeah, hemophilia. Good. That's a blood disorder. So, so what should we do now, do you think?
Look at the top of this,
Yeah, look at the top of that. Good.
and then put him down for his.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want, you could write the phenotype first, since that's what's in the paragraph, and then we could work backwards and write the genotype in. Or you could do them both at the same time, whatever you want to
Right.
do. Okay.
So we'll put him out here.
Good.
He's got a widow's peak.
You can put your hand back up, that's fine.
Tumble. His blue eyes.
Hopefully my paragraph mentioned tongue roller.
He can't.
Okay. That's.
He has dimples, so just dimples.
It's fine.
Size of ears. And ears.
Good.
Nostril hair. He's got a lot of it. He's got
Good.
infection. Probably so. Maybe. You want some more? I don't know if it's freckles. Oh yeah, it's got freckles.
Good.
I don't think it's those eyelashes. Oh, it's fine.
Oh, did I mess that up here? Oh, no. It's okay.
And he's got orange hair.
So he's short and long.
Just like me.
All right, good. So,
So I'm gonna have to do that.
yeah, yeah. So let's look and let's figure out the genotype. So if he's a male, what would be his genotype?
XY.
Good. His hair color?
Is blonde. So BBB.
Good. Little B, little B. Excellent.
What would I put if it's blue eyes? Would I just put blush? Because his brother's doing blush.
Yeah. Oh, that's bluish.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay. The eye kind of blends in. You can't really see it.
He's 8. Older.
Go ahead.
He doesn't move in his book.
Yes. See that word?
Okay, so W.
Good. Good.
Well, I just put
Thick.
like
Yeah. Good.
Oh, presents.
Good.
I just put arms. It's almost long.
Yep, he has arms. Although I guess maybe not everybody would. Okay, good. Alright, so now we need to make Punnett squares so we can figure out what your baby's gonna have. So what should we do you think?
We'll have mine and then put his down.
Mm-hmm.
So your texture, would I be able to put like the ones down here too?
Well, I know I didn't leave enough room on this. Just put it right up here for this one. So put his across the top and then yours on the side, I guess, would be good. Good.
And then my texture sketch. So then I'll just do that.
Yeah. Nice. Good. So we're going to do that for all of them. And then we're going to do some flipping with the penny to figure out which one of the 4 would be your offspring. Okay? All right, so let's do hair color. Good. Good. Can I borrow this paper underneath for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Would I be able to here?
Nope, that one's just an empty box.
Just in case you guys use it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, eyes.
Good. Alright, nope, here's the rest of them. There's a lot, so. Well, we have to determine what your baby's gonna look like, so.
Right.
And I can see you've really grasped the Punnett squares, so it shouldn't take you too long to finish them up.
Like I didn't get it at first, but now I do, so it's cool.
Good. Good. So, there we go. My Punnett square is stressing you out.
Oh no.
Okay.
I have a habit of like cracking my neck and my back all the time. I forget.
That's okay. Probably not. Is it? Oh, that one. Yeah, no, sometimes you have to really make sure you distinguish between the capitals and the lowercase. Good. All right, so if you look at the bottom of your Punnett squares here, it says to figure out the genotype of your baby, you will have to flip the coin 2 times. The first flip will tell you to take the genotype from the top or the bottom. So if you do heads, you're going to go from the top row. Okay? If you get tails, you're going to take it from the bottom row. Excuse me. Then you're going to flip again. And if you get heads, you're going to take the genotype on the left. And if you get tails, you're going to take the genotype on the right. So you need to do that for each of them. So your favorite, the flipping part. Okay. And what you can do is you can record them in this table here. Okay. So top row, and then you do it again. Good. So the one on the left, yeah. If you want, you could circle it, and we can go back and write them in. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
So they'll be top right.
Mm-hmm. Good. Obviously, creating a baby is a little more in detail than just petty, but. Normally, I do the same activity but without the Punnett squares, and I like this a lot better. I think this is more better practice for you guys.
Right.
Yeah. A little more work, but
I think it's easier.
yeah, I
It's a
think
lot more fun to do that instead of bookwork and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. almost done making your baby. Good, okay. So now you can go back and you can fill them in on the table on the next page. And when you're done, you can pick and decide which one of these you want to do to show your final product of what your baby looks like. So you can draw me a picture. You can write a story, kind of like the one similar to your male partner, dream man. You can write a poem, you could write a song or a rap, or you could create some kind of collage. So it's up to you which one you want to do.
It's a collage.
A collage is where you take like pictures from magazines, like different pieces of it, and paste it together. It'd be kind of a cool idea.
Right.
I don't know. So it's up to you. Or pictures from the internet, like someone's eyes and then like another person's lips and bottom part and then someone else's hair and just kind of, you know, glue it all together. That would be kind of interesting. Or,
So, I would like write down the genotype right here.
mm-hmm.
And I'll have to go back to the first page. Because I would have to write phenotype.
Yeah, you're right. So you want to have, mm-hmm.
So,
Good.
somehow.
So big H, is that homozygous or heterozygous?
Big H is,
Homozygous, good. And is it homozygous dominant or homozygous recessive?
dominant.
Good, okay.
Next one's grandfather. Which is PP. So, So,
Good. Some of these things aren't really as simple as they are in the project. Like eye color takes a lot more than just, you know, a few genes. There are actually many genes that are involved with eye color, not just
this
one.
messed up.
What? Uh-oh. Why?
I accidentally said I put it in
Oh,
eye color.
the wrong spot. There we go. Good.
Eye color.
Good.
Feet. Wait, does it have a sex in it?
So what should we do you think?
I don't know.
We could just flip the coin. Let's flip it. Heads it's a boy, tails it's a girl. Oh, looks like you're having a little boy.
So I'll put down, right?
Yep, but look back at the genotypes for,
Oh.
yeah, there you go. Because remember, we're talking about the sex chromosomes, and they're either XX for female or XY for male. Good.
And tell me.
Oh, you can skip that part. I meant to take that out. Here, just put a line through it. There we go. Yep. And hemophilia too. I went to, yep, thank you. Good. All right, so what would be the best way for you to show me this?
Color.
Color? Yeah. Okay. All right, so I have some white paper over here, and you should probably give your baby a name because you don't want it to be nameless. So here's a piece of white paper, and I have lots of markers and colored pencils. And you can go ahead and do that.
Is there like an age thing I should do?
Well, what age do you think you could represent?
Our age, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. I like it. I think that would be the best. That's a good question. As a baby, you can't really show all those things. Most of them.
So is that how would you draw a widow's peak?
So a widow's peak looks like this. So like if you have the head, like the hair will come down like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna notice all kinds of people with a widow's peak.
Doesn't this also have a widow's peak?
I think she does. I'll have to look. So it looks like you have about 20 minutes. So just to kind of let you know where we're at with time.
Okay.
All right.
Can I just draw an afro for curly hair?
Sure, why not? I don't care.
Right, good at drawing eyes. I drew Ariel with tattoos. Like, you know, with a little mermaid.
Did you?
Yeah.
You'll have to show me it.
Color hair.
Don't forget about his ears and stuff too. I don't know if you want to draw those in first before you color them. Okay. You can check them off as you go, make sure you have them. There we go. Good. You should see some of my babies that kids have made in the past. They're quite hilarious.
We did, I was helping my friend study for, like, one of these things, and I had to help her.
Uh-huh.
And, no, I mean him. and he got like a different one and like same boob size and everything.
Oh no.
And he got large ones.
Oh.
So like he drew a stick person and then he drew like huge boobs.
That's so silly.
And he got full lips too, so like she looked like a duck.
Hair color is another one of the traits that's called polygenic, and so it has multiple genes that control hair color. So it's not just one.
My hair changes colors. Like I'm looking at.
Does it really?
Yeah. Like I'll dye it sometimes, but like sometimes it would turn different colors. But like right now, her hair color is black.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, hair can change with like sunlight and stuff like that.
In the summertime, my hair turns like blonde.
Really, it's really light.
Yeah. So, okay, do eyes. I did this. Do I have to do like the tongue roller one?
Is he a tongue roller?
Yeah.
I guess you could make him rolling his tongue. That ought to be interesting. If you can show it, if not, don't worry about it. So you like to draw?
Yeah.
I know from the survey you did before, you said you like to draw and doodle and stuff, so.
So he's got brown eyes.
I can't draw with anything. I don't know what brown you want, you can use whatever.
Really dark. I actually think I have the picture of the real one.
Yeah. Aw.
It took me days to draw that.
That's really good. Yeah, I cannot draw people at all. It's really good.
It was my first time drawing it, so I was like scared. Size mediums. And then mediums.
I love
tried
it.
so hard at the time.
You know what's really funny is that when you have students who can't roll their tongue and they try to roll it, it's hilarious. Like, one of my students was holding a mirror trying so hard to roll his tongue and he couldn't do it. We were just dying laughing.
Freckles. I want to draw freckles. Just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's perfect.
That's all.
Alright. Remember he's short. And he has long arms.
Wait, does he?
Did he? Or were they normal? Oh,
I don't
normal
think he-
arms. He's normal. Just kidding. And he has normal feet, so the rest of them can be pretty normal.
just trying to show what that is.
Oh, no, that's good. You did exactly what you're supposed to be doing. That's okay. That looks good. What was that?
Looks like a hoodie in a way.
Oh, okay, I see it. No, that's good. I like it.
I think that's it.
Yeah, good.
I'll start coloring.
Alright. And give him a name. He's nameless.
Charlie.
You can color him for Charlie. I almost named my younger daughter Charlie.
Really?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't. My husband hated it.
Why?
I don't know. He didn't want people to like call her boy and stuff.
Well, 'cause
I thought it was cute. So instead, her name is Isla.
it's different.
Yeah. I like different names, but not like too weird, like Apple or something. It's
Great.
kind of a little too weird.
Like there's some kids I don't know how their parents would name them. Like, I lived in Rome and this girl's name was Rebel.
Rebel.
Yeah.
Nice. Isn't the one girl who's in like Pitch Perfect and stuff, the bigger girl, isn't her name? I think her name is Rebel Wilson.
Like,
Yeah.
why would you name your daughter?
You want her to be a rebel, I guess.
Great.
It's different. It's not too horrible.
Great.
There's worse.
And then like there's always a Devontae or
Yeah. Some different names out there. If we had more time, you could have drawn your dream man. I guess I could incorporate like coming up with your own dream man with all those traits.
Right.
Or dream woman, whatever your choice is. Very good. Looks great.
just grab
You can sharpen them if you need to. Good. Thank you.